Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I'm here. It's New Year's Eve. And you know what that means. It's the yearly tradition. It's the 2025 retrospective stream. We're going to be talking about all the different streams I've done this year. We're going to then watch the Morgan Awards, which I put together. It's like a 30-minute show. And then we'll talk 2026 plans. You know, we're not gonna do anything else tonight. We're just gonna chill. We're just gonna look at what I've done over the past year, what I've streamed, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a good New Year's Eve. Let's just get started. Let's just get started because I streamed over 200 times. Well, no, that's not true. I did 200 plus stream segments. That doesn't necessarily mean I streamed 200 times, because one stream can have multiple segments. But still, this is like the third highest amount of stream segments I've done. And honestly, it might be the second most I've streamed in terms of like actual time, just because like most of these streams are not multiple segments. Hi, Joan, welcome. So, several of these streams are just, they're one and dones. I didn't do that many, like, variety segments this year. Which, you know, in some ways is fine. In other ways, I miss it a little bit. You know, it is what it is. It's just how the year went. That's true. I'm a Capcom creator official. I love everything about Capcom, and I've never said anything bad about them ever. We started off the year with a crazy one. We started off the year with Super Paper Mario, which is a game that I've always held a lot of respect for. It's a game that, like, in a lot of ways, just from watching Let's Plays of it, shaped, like, who I am, shaped my, like, sense of humor. I think Super Paper Mario is a funny-ass game. It's, like, a little evil, but it's evil in a funny-ass way. It's, like, you could tell they had fun making that game. That's true. It's a great game that isn't great, but is great. I don't know. It might be my favorite Paper Mario to think about. Not to play, but in terms of thinking about it, I love thinking about Super Paper Mario. And I had a great time streaming it. I mean, again, it was my first time beating the game for real, not just watching a Let's Play of it. And it was like, it was no sweat, really. I don't remember having any problems streaming this game. I could be wrong. Maybe if you went back and watched the footage, there were some parts that pissed me off badly, but it's been 11 months. It's been literally like a year since I streamed it, so you're gonna have to give me some leeway. Super Mario, though, great fucking game, and I think it made for a great fucking stream. I feel like a lot of people enjoyed that stream. Tamagotchi Life Pretty Good Island. I think this is the only Pretty Good Island segment I did. Pretty Good Island is my favorite out of the Tamagotchi Life series that I've done. I think when I did this segment, though, I kind of realized that the gas was out of the tank. I was like, okay, I've done 12 other streams of this specific Tamagotchi Island. I think that's all the juice I got. Which I also think is why it's not even like a 2-hour-long segment. But I do cherish the time I spent on Pretty Good Island. We had some amazing Miis on there. Many of them will probably return when Living the Dream comes out. Fuck, dude, we're getting a new Tamagotchi Life game. And it's coming out in 2026. That's tomorrow, bro. That's fucking tomorrow. I also finished Anton Blast. Anton Blast, great game. Not my favorite stream I've done. It's like, it was a fine stream, but I mean, that end segment is really fucking hard. Anton Blast gets really brutal. So, maybe not the best stream, but great game. Great game. It's Wario Land-like. That's all I really gotta say about that. Sorry, these early ones I'm not gonna have a lot to say about because they happened a year ago. Also true, anybody who's watching right now who's not in the Fantasy Critic, you're running out of time. You have to do it before January 2nd. Otherwise, you'll never, ever join the Fantasy Critic for this year. Alright? This is your mission, should you choose to accept it. Man, I streamed Nintendo Switch Sports this year. Shout out Nintendo Switch Sports. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I think that game is great. I have a lot of fun with it, especially Chambara and bowling. Dude, them making a bowling battle royale is one of the most genius things that Nintendo's ever done. Hi, Soul. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I don't know if I streamed Nintendo Switch Sports outside of that one stream. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I did. Yeah, I streamed it a few times, actually. Well, that's because Nintendo Switch Sports is literally fucking good. I fucking loved streaming that game because it's fucking fun. I should hop back in. I should tap back in. Maybe they'll make a Switch 2 edition. Maybe. Maybe. We got a banger. We got a banger. Super Mario Party Jamboree. That's, like, up there as one of the best stream series ever. I mean, Mario Party is always a good time. And I feel like Jamboree is just, like, so, like, funny. Because it really is, like, the ultimate, like, Morgan is a villain stream. Super Mario Party Jamboree is probably where I am at my most devious and evil. And it's created some of the funniest moments on stream. That absolute, like, hopelessness that comes out of my opponents. I mean, we had the whole, like, nihilist cut from that one Mario Party stream. That was awesome. Mario Party Jamboree fucking rules. It really... Mario Party makes for such good streams. Especially when the Mario Party game is, like, actually good. Like, Mario Party 2 I really liked doing a few years back. Mario Party 3 I didn't really fuck with that much, because I don't really find Mario Party 3 that interesting. I don't know. Mario Party 3 is, like, a downer for me, I think. I'm sorry to all the Mario Party 3 fans, but this is just what I believe in my heart. I believe that Mario Party 2 is the better game. I also believe Mario Party Jamboree is the better game. But Mario Party Jamboree, I'm a little biased because it's the game that I win the most. We do love gambling here. We do love gambling. But yeah, Mario Party Jamboree kicks fucking ass. We will play more Mario Party next year. It's not gonna be Jamboree, but a little spoiler. Mario Party will return. Mario Party is never over. And then we have the last streams of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe before World came out. Oh, excuse me. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a fantastic game. I would say it is better than Mario Kart World, although, I mean, this isn't even the last stream I did of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and you can see I was at stream 35. I did get a little tired of streaming Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, once Mario Kart World had came out, I just, like, all the energy in me that would have wanted to stream Mario Kart 8 just completely evaporated. I was done. I was like, I've played this game so many fucking times, I need to move on. But, you know, it's been a wild ride. I've been streaming Mario Kart 8 Deluxe since I started streaming on this channel in 2019. And again, I've done it a lot. It's all reliable. Mario Kart was just all reliable. When I had taken too long of a break, put on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. When I didn't know what to stream that night, put on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It was nice to have that stability. I don't really have that stability with Mario Kart World because Mario Kart World isn't as good. It's a fun game, but it's not as good. Sorry. But Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you gotta salute. You gotta salute the GOAT. The GOAT that I own 70 million copies of. Oh yeah, I streamed Intermission. It's fine. It's more FF7 Remake. It was fun. FF7 Remake is fun. But, as I said when I beat the actual game, FF7 Remake is one of the most bloated feeling video games ever. And I'm kinda just glad that Intermission was short. I'm sorry. Hi, Bickwin. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I streamed Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Honestly, if you told me I had streamed this any other year, I would believe you, because that does not feel like a 2025 stream. One of the fakest streams ever. I don't know. It's a fine game, but it's whatever. Think DKC Returns was the first stream of mine you saw? Damn. Damn. It feels so distant now. I can't remember anything from it, except that I don't like it as much as the other Donkey Kong Country games. I think it probably is my least favorite Donkey Kong Country. Does that make you fake? No. Anybody can start watching my stream at any time. This is an episodic stream. This isn't a story-based stream. You know, if you come in through... This is like Season 6 now, you're fine. You're fine. You didn't miss anything. You may have thought... I mean, you did miss stuff, but you can hop in at any time. But yeah, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD is a video game that I streamed. Fortnite is also a video game that I streamed. I had fun streaming Fortnite a couple times this year. I will probably never play Fortnite again. I didn't even end up being able to make it to Chaos's Fortnite stream, and once that was over, I was like, I just uninstalled it. Cause, you know, it's like... It's a fun game. It made for fun streams. I remember one of these streams, I got, like, 2nd place, and I was super hype about it. But... I don't know, it's the Cybertruck Harry Potter game. I don't know how I'm supposed to ever feel good about playing the Cybertruck Harry Potter game. It's like the double cringe. It's the double cringe, dude. The only lore that matters is Justin Dance. Fucking true. Hi, Sebastian. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Fortnite is a video game. At least I got to play as Hatsune Miku. Thank God Sonic Racing Cross Worlds came out, so I had a different game to play Miku. Because now that I have that on Switch too, I just play as Miku. I obviously can't put Teto in it because it's a Switch copy, but I get my fix elsewhere. I don't have to worry about it. Dude, Mindwave? I'm hype as fuck for that game to come out. I don't know when that's planned to come out, but the demo was very promising. I had a really good time playing the demo. I mean, it's cool as shit, dude. It's fucking WarioWare. Catch me playing WarioWare, dude. I fucking love WarioWare. Now, what I didn't love, and you're gonna be like, Morgan, what stream is this? Oh. It was opening, it just wasn't switching over. Sorry. Alright, Sonic Rush time. Yeah, I was playing Sonic Rush. Oh my god, I was still using the old stream layout? Yeah, it was Sonic Rush. Sonic Rush is kind of poop. I really don't like Sonic Rush. I didn't really have fun streaming it either. Like, Sonic Rush is just not fun to me. I don't know. It completely, like, I was in the middle of doing, like, a Sonic handheld marathon, and then I played Sonic Rush, and I disliked it so strongly that I was like, I don't even want to do the other ones now. I don't want to do Rush Adventure or Colors, because I will probably hate those. And Soul Bad Guy is here. But yeah, I don't know. I did not like Sonic Rush. It was a slog to stream. Would not recommend it. I'm sorry to all the people who are like, oh my god, Sonic Rush is my childhood. Sonic Rush is so cool. I don't like Sonic Rush. I'm sorry. Also, I just saw that Soul got a watch streak of 85. That's crazy. That fucking rules. Shout out. Sorry, I have like a weird stream setup today, so I'm not immediately catching notifications. That's my bad. That's my bad. You know what was a surprise hit, though? FF7 Rebirth. I was not anticipating that I would like FF7 Rebirth as much as I did. Because, again, I was very mild on FF7 Remake. I thought it was way too padded and, like, annoying. And I just didn't really fuck with it. But for some reason, FF7 Rebirth, I really fucked with. I fucked with it heavy. I think, like, if Part 3 is as good as Rebirth, we're in for a good time. Hopefully. This was also, I remember, like, really testing the limits of my old graphics card and CPU. So there are a couple points in that stream where the frame rate just, like, dips like hell. Which, you know, is not ideal, but what can you do? I already streamed it. Maybe one day I'll stream it again, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Minecraft. Okay. YoCraft the Squeakle. Very fun. I had a good time. I always have a good time playing Minecraft. And I'm not even gonna lie with you guys. I have been missing Minecraft a little bit. But it's also one of those things where I know, like, you know, there's the whole thing with Microsoft on the BDS list. You know, them giving, like, AI shit to the Israeli government, shit like that. So I can't, like, I wouldn't feel good about playing any Microsoft games and streaming it for you guys. And I don't think you guys would feel particularly good about me streaming Microsoft games either. You'd be like, girl, the boycott. I don't know. It was a lot of fun. As what might be the last Minecraft stream for a very long time. And I do miss Minecraft. There's an immaculate vibe there, but, you know. There's things more important in life than vibes. There are things that are way more important in life than vibes. And, you know, I think since then, I've tried very hard to get, like, collaborative streams going that, like, capture some of that energy. And, you know, it's not perfect, but it makes it easier to not play Minecraft. But shout out to Will for running the server. I always have a good time with my friend Will, the real Yo-Cow. Jackbox. I think I streamed Jackbox twice. I just did it on a whim early in the year, and then I did it again for Jackbox Party Pack 11. Dude, Party Pack 11 is, like, really good. I kind of do want to stream that again at some point. Just because it's so fun. It's just one of those things where, like, gathering the appropriate amount of people to play Jackbox is hard. Especially because, like, I don't know, I don't do, like, viewer games. So, it's tough. It's tough. Jackbox is always a great time, though. Shout out to Jackbox. I forgot I even streamed Custom Track GP this year. I should play more Mario Kart Wii. Honestly, that's what I should do. If I'm missing older Mario Karts, I should play more Mario Kart Wii, because that's a game I'm not sick of. I am not sick of Mario Kart Wii at all. That game fucking rules. Wario Land. Wario Land. You know, pretty fun game. Pretty fun game. Honestly, probably a little better as a stream game than Anton Blast, just by the fact that it's much shorter and easier. I don't know. Wario Land 4 is cool. Shout out to Wario Land 4. Oh, I streamed it again. I thought I only streamed Mario Kart Wii once. Guess not. Oh boy. This is a big one. This is a big one. Monster Hunter Wilds. Do I even need to explain to you guys how much Monster Hunter Wilds has carried this stream over the past year? I streamed Monster Hunter Wilds 20 different times. And I'm pretty sure Joan was a part of, like, every single one. Monster Hunter Wilds is not, like, a great video game, but it was a lot of fun to stream. It was a lot of fun to stream. And I think people came around on me streaming it as the year went on more and more. It is probably the biggest glow-up in terms of streams. You know, you start with this first one, and the graphics are, like, glitching, and they're crusty as fuck, and I have to play at 30 FPS for it to look good. It's a disaster. Monster Hunter Wilds was kind of a disaster at launch. And many people would say it still is, but I don't know. It's my first Monster Hunter, and I've really been enjoying it. And all I gotta say is, look forward to more Monster Hunter next year. There's your little sneak preview. The Nintendo Switch Retrospective. I kind of forgot that I did this, but dude, I love my Nintendo Switch. I really do. I even put it in convenient timestamps. Of course, the 2021 segment is the longest. I think 2021 probably is just my favorite year of the Switch, because that's when the weirdo shit started coming out. That's when we got stuff like WarioWare and, like, No More Heroes 3. And, like, Metroid Dread. 2021 ruled. For the Switch! For the Switch! It didn't rule for real life. Yeah, I really liked doing this retrospective stream. I will probably never do it for the Switch 2. I do remember that. I do remember that. That's okay, though. People are allowed to steal my photos for any reason. I'm okay with it. I will never do a stream like this for the Switch 2, because Switch 2 collecting is not fun. Like, straight up. And how many... so many of the games on, like, my shelf for the Switch 2 look ugly as fuck, because they all have text at the bottom for stupid bullshit. Like, if it's a game keycard, it has the whole game keycard banner. And if it's like a Nintendo Switch 2 edition, it has the whole text at the bottom that tries to explain to you, hey buddy, you can use this on a Switch 1 and a Switch 2. But it doesn't even make that clear. Nobody understands how that shit works. It's fucking stupid. I hate Switch 2 collecting. But I still buy most of my games physically, even though they're fake physicals. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. They do have different logos on the spines. That's the one nice thing about it, is that when I see them on the shelf, they do look nice. But then I pull it out, and it looks ugly. So, it's not like, I don't know. Switch 1, I was able to do streams like that, like the collection streams, just because it worked out perfectly. Switch 1 is like, all the box arts were good, so it was easier to do. I don't know. Sonic Unleashed. Oh, God. Sonic Unleashed. So, one of the streams that got me the most tilted, I remember. Especially getting towards the end of that game. Dude, I don't like Sonic Unleashed. I'm sorry to all the Sonic Unleashed fans. Actually, no, I'm not. You guys have had it too good for too long. I'm tired of pretending like Sonic Unleashed is the best game that's happened to Sonic in, like, the past 20 years. Fuck you guys. Oh, but it's so ambitious. Oh, but the cutscenes are so peak. Shut up. Shut up, bro. Is the game fun? Sometimes. But not all the time. I don't know. It's like a horseshoe for me. The beginning sucks. The middle is pretty damn good and pretty damn fun. And then the end also sucks. So it's like, I can't recommend Sonic Unleashed to someone in good conscience. Even with the PC port that people put together, I think it's really cool and really impressive that people put that together. But that doesn't mean I like Sonic Unleashed. I fucking hate Sonic Unleashed. Fuck that game. It's like, I don't know. Part of the reason I dislike it is not because I think it's the worst game ever, but because it's a game that, like, tricks you into sometimes thinking it's a fucking fire video game, and then you get farther in it, and you're like, wait, no, it's kind of shit. It's like, can't the game just be the good parts? And I'm not even saying it has to be all boost stages. Like, I had a little bit of fun with the Werehog, but the Werehog stages just get too long towards the end. And, like, I don't know, the combat never gets that interesting. It's, like, serviceable in the middle, but towards the end, it's just... But now I can say I've officially streamed every mainline Sonic game for real. Because before I had only streamed the Wii version of Sonic Unleashed. That's the version I owned as a kid. And honestly, it's the version that I think is better. Just because it eliminates that fucking horrible metal hunting. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, well, you could just mod the PC port. Yeah, I literally did that, and I still think that the Wii version is better. So, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Fields of Mystria, can it leave early access soon for me? I've been enjoying Story of Seasons. I don't really have much to say about Fields of Mystria, because I feel like this is the only time I really streamed it. This is also... We got, like, a triple whammy. This is the only time I streamed Trouble in Terrorist Town, and the only time I streamed Nubby. I literally labeled this as Stream 1, thinking I was gonna play Nubby again, and then I didn't. Because I had already gotten my completed run in Nubby, and at that point I was like, alright, I'm done. I don't know, Nubby is a fun enough roguelike, but it's not anything crazy. And Trouble in Terrorist Town, I only got to stream once just because, like, there haven't been TTT nights happening. I would love to play more TTT. God, I fucking love TTT, but, you know, there's only so much that I can do. Oh yeah, I restreamed Game Dev Tycoon this year. I remember those streams being a lot of fun. Even though the first one ended in failure, Game Dev Tycoon is always a good time. It always makes for good streaming material, just because you get to just make up bullshit. That's the best, that's when you're in your prime with streaming, is when you're making up bullshit. That's the best streaming ever. But restreaming Game Dev Tycoon, yeah, it's still one of the best indie games I've ever played. I know some people wish it was like a way more in-depth game, but honestly, the simplicity is key to the experience for me. I think I would lose out a lot if Game Dev Tycoon wasn't so simple to pick up and play. And here's another big one. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Not one of my more popular streams. At least not at the start. But, dude, Yakuza 7, one of the best games ever. And I really did have a great time streaming it. There's a reason why early on I was convinced that I could potentially go for 100%. I did not end up doing that, but I did all the side stories at least, which made me feel good. Or at least most of them. I think I might have skipped some towards the end. I don't remember. Either way, though, Yakuza Like a Dragon, one of the best RPGs ever. You owe it to yourself to play it. You owe it to yourself to play it. That game fucking rules. Oh yeah, there was Nintendo Directs around this time. Give it up for Nintendo Direct, everybody, which I was probably, like, piss tired for. I mean, this was the one they announced Tamagotchi Life. I remember, like, making such a fucked up noise during this Direct because of Tamagotchi Life that my parents literally, like, called upstairs and were like, hey, are you, like, okay? Are you, like, good? You sound like you're dying. And it's like, yeah, I just got really excited about a video game. God, I need Living the Dream to come out sooner rather than later. This was also with the infamous Captain Crunch incident. How could we forget the Captain Crunch's disgusting head crab hand? Still looks fucked up. I don't like looking at it. And then we got the April Fool's movie night stream. Another all-timer. I mean, just on the intro alone that Eve came up with for this stream, that's fucking peak. It's fucking peak. And all I've got to say is, look forward to next year. There were talks about this potentially being the last April Fool's stream. I'm happy to announce that's not the case. Look forward to it. The Switch 2 Direct was cool until we found out the prices of things, and then it got depressing. And you know what? I still paid for it, but, like... Dude, there was nothing more deflating than seeing this. You know, now that I'm past it, now that it's been many years, it's been many months, you know, I don't feel as burnt by this, but I don't feel great about it either. I still think Mario Kart World shouldn't have been an $80 game, but I guess it's also one of those things where, like, it bothers me less, because I know that most people got it in the bundle, so not a lot of people actually paid $80 MSRP. And if you did, like I did, we're the suckers. We're the ones who fucked up. I did one stream of Repentance Plus, probably just because I was feeling it. And then I also did Big Rigs. Dude, what am I supposed to say about Big Rigs? You can tell, like, there's no sauce in a game when the most amount of time I can get out of streaming it is 18 minutes. I streamed Nubby for more time, and I don't even remember why I streamed Nubby at all. And then I did Mario Mon on Pokemon Showdown. Is that the only Showdown stream I did this year? Aside from the tournament. Post trucks for some crazy sons of guns. That's fucking true. Hi, Ray. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Splatoon. I think I streamed most of the Splatfest this year. Splatoon is good. Splatoon is, like, honestly, that's, like, good, like, banter material. If I don't know what the fuck to stream, Splatoon is a pretty sure bet. I like Splatoon. I think it's a good game. I think it makes for great streams. Looking forward to Splatoon Raiders. What else we got? Oh man, the Undertale restream. Dude, The Undertale restream was so much fun. And you can tell I had a lot of fun because Undertale is not that long of a game, and I managed to put over 10 hours into it. On just the Pacifist run, that's not even including the No Mercy run, which was like another 3.5 hours. Actually, it was probably just 3 hours because I watched the Walking Underground video. I mean, Undertale is one of my favorite games ever. So it felt only right for the 10th anniversary to go back and stream it. Especially since this was around the time when, like... I mean, it was earlier than this. Sonic Unleashed was the first stream where I decided to do open calls on stream. And I think that was a really good decision. I think that was probably the best direction I could take the stream, and it's really revitalized, like, my streaming efforts. I feel like a lot of people in chat have enjoyed the stream more, and I've enjoyed streaming more as a result of that decision. So, like, playing Undertale, having friends on call, was fucking awesome. I love Undertale, I love Toby Fox's works. I can't wait for more. Lego Star Wars, I did make an edit of that for the motherfucking broadcast channel. That was the Yakub cut, because for some reason we started talking about Yakub. And don't worry, I will stream Lego Star Wars again on May the 4th. You know. It has to happen, it's tradition. Pokemon X. When was the first part of Pokemon X? Did I forget to put it in the playlist? Oh my god. I think I did. Dude, how did I forget that? Hold on. Yeah, I forgot to put it in the 2025 streams playlist. Fuck. Hold on, now I have to fix this live on stream. There we go. There we go. It's all good. It's all good. Pokemon X was fun. I mean, streaming Pokemon is literally always fun, no matter what. Even if the game itself is kind of mid. Pokemon X is like a game that, like, I breezed through because I did not care about the story. And, it was really easy. Still, I'm surprised I was only a 15-hour stream. For a Pokemon game, that's rough. That's pretty rough. But it made for a good stream. It made for a good stream. And I did the post-game for the first time, which I actually think the post-game story is good. I don't think playing the post-game story is that fun, but the story itself is quite nice. It's probably the best bit of writing that Pokemon X and Y get. You know, maybe that shows off what we could have gotten with a Pokemon Z. I don't know. Deltarune. Awesome series of streams. Streaming through the first couple chapters again and then playing the new chapters, it really felt right. It really felt like I was in the zone. I mean, I did get a little mad. Because the backseating got a little crazy. You know, I would pass by, like, a NPC, and someone would be like, oh, you gotta go back and talk to the NPC. And I would be like, shut up! But, you know, it is what it is. Other than that, I think it was a pretty stellar series of streams. I'm looking forward to Chapter 5 next year. I'll probably do the same thing where I stream all of Chapter 5 in one night. Since I've done it with every other Deltarune chapter at this point. Like, fuck it. God Game. God Game is always fun. Honestly, like, God Game is, like, so overstimulating and, like, overwhelming that if you asked me to recall this specific game of God Game, I would not be able to do it. Because I would be like, dude, I don't know, there were, like, shapes and colors Do you understand how many shapes and colors there were? It was fucking insane. One day I'll win a game of God Game, though. It'll happen one day. Just be prepared. Oh, wait, I do remember. This was the Syndrome incident. I'm pretty sure the Syndrome incident is why I didn't win, too. And here we go. Four streams of Mario Kart World in a row. The Switch 2 comes out, and... I mean, obviously I was gonna have fun streaming the new Mario Kart. Which I did. You know, as the streams went further along, I got a little more sick of it. But those first few streams of Mario Kart World, I was very excited about it. I was having a lot of fun. Because Mario Kart is fun. It's not my favorite Mario Kart by a long shot. And the price tag is enough to drive one to drink. But, you know, it is what it is. Mario Kart World made for a fun series of streams, even if I got kind of sick of it on the last couple streams. I forgot I played F-Zero GX. I really was looking for anything to stream on Switch 2 at launch. Cause, like, I like F-Zero. I really like F-Zero X, and I really like F-Zero 99. GX kinda didn't do it for me. I don't know. Maybe it was because I was really bad at it. That might be it, honestly. But that's okay. That's fucking okay. Oh man, the Tamagotchi Life game mod. I'm a little sad that this one ended the way it did. Because, you know, I was really excited to play the game mod for the first time, but after, like, a pretty lengthy stream of it, there was that, like, big crash that happened, and I was not happy. I was not feeling it anymore after that. It's a damn shame. I wish I got more streams of the game mod out there. But who knows, if Living the Dream sucks ass, which I hope it doesn't. But if it does suck ass, then I guess there's always the game mod to go back to. I'll have to tap into it again someday. We'll see. We'll see. Super Mario Strikers. I don't like Super Mario Strikers. Next game. Dude, honestly, okay, spoilers for the Morgan Awards. There was a most mid-game award. I should have put Super Mario Strikers on that list. Super Mario Strikers is mid as fuck. I know everybody likes it because it's got, like, the crazy artwork and stuff, but I really do not fuck with Super Mario Strikers. I think that game is ass. I don't know, it's just, it's not interesting. It insists upon itself. Soul Calibur 2, though? Pretty fun. Honestly, pretty fun. Is that the most I've streamed of a fighting game? Maybe. Aside from, like, Smash Brothers. I guess I did one stream of Guilty Gear Strive. That might have been longer than Soul Calibur. Dude, Donkey Kong Bonanza? Oh my god, that was a fucking exciting time to be. You could tell I was hyped as fuck about it because I streamed it for fucking 8 hours. One of the longest streams I've ever done. And to be fair, it was one of the longest streams I've ever done because the final boss was really hard and I had to come back to it the next day. But Donkey Kong Bonanza is one of the best games I've played this year. And it made for a fun series of streams. I did play Emerald Rush 2, and I thought Emerald Rush was pretty fun. I almost wish I streamed a little bit more of it, but honestly, since they added, like, weird FOMO shit to it, like, oh, if you get enough emeralds in the mode, you can unlock a Chunky Kong statue. And I'm like, why are we doing this shit? Why are we doing this shit? Let's be fucking reasonable. What the fuck even happened at this Pokemon Presents? Does anybody remember this Pokemon Presents? Oh, I put the wrong thing in the description, too. I said game starts. Dude, it's not a game. It's talking about the Pokemon Championship. I don't know, they announced, like, a Netflix show. They announced an amusement park. They did all their mobile... Dude, Pokemon Friends? Dude... Pokemon Friends is, like, so funny. It might be the dumbest game ever. That should have also been on the list for most mid-game. Because it's so nothing. It's a video game that exists for nothing. Like... I don't even know what to say about it. Because it's, like... the most bland puzzle game that's ever been invented. I don't know how Pokemon keeps getting worse at making puzzle games. They had it solved. Like, Pokemon Troze is, like, pretty fun. And then every version of Troze after that kind of got worse and worse. And then they made Pokemon Friends, and it's like, what are we doing? What are we fucking doing? I stuck around with Pokemon Friends for, like, a few weeks, and then I stopped. And I honestly don't feel any urge to go back. I could probably uninstall it from my phone, and it'd be fine. Steam says I have a new friend request. Who's trying to friend request me on Steam? Dude, should I add Victor Antonio on Steam? Do you guys think I should add Victor Antonio on stream? This guy's been on Steam for 4 years. What the fuck is Half-Life M mod? Half-Life mod. Goodbye. Goodbye, Victor Antonio. Nobody came to your defense, so you've been ignored. Clubhouse games. Dude, this one turned me into the fucking Joker. This is the most like the Joker I've ever been. Is just getting owned at Clubhouse games over and over. Especially at Ludo. Ludo is a fucking evil video game. Or evil board game, I guess. Which means I should stream Ludo again, honestly. Honestly, it's time to bring back Ludo. Man, did I really get so bored of Mario Kart World that I was like, let's play Clubhouse games? The damage was already being done. Oh yeah, I streamed TF2 a few times this year. This was like... This could be a contender for Stream of the Year. Is this specific, like, TF2 stream where Mimo and I are just, like, chatting shit. Mimo talking. It was so funny. I forgot, Piku was also here for a bit. Shout out Piku. Dude, there's nothing funnier than Mimo talking about, like, oh, I don't really fuck with, like, Jamie Page or, like, Flavor Folly's music. It doesn't really jive with me. And then I get to be like, that's oomph. Jamie Page, literally, I don't know if she still does, but she did follow me on Tumblr. So, like, I don't know. It's still, like, really funny to me that that stream happened, and there is, like, a distinct possibility that Jamie Page could have heard Nemo say that shit. Oh. Sorry, my phone fell on the floor. I did stream Mario Paint. Dude, again, the pattern of me getting bored by Mario Kart and doing some other bullshit, fucking funny. But yeah, Mario Paint, pretty fun. Pretty fun. I'm no artist. I'm no artist, but this is a lot of fun. Dude, wait, that's kind of cute. Did I really draw that? Dude, wait. I might be a generational talent. Cause I'm like, how the fuck did I do that? Wait. Wait, how the fuck did I do that? How the fuck did I do Shoebill? Dude, I even drew the original Star Walker? Who is this? Oh, that's Elnina. Tobuscus Adventures. Mousehold Divorce. Dude, K. Rool scratching his ass. Wait. Dude, I should get more into art because this shit is fucking awesome. Dude, this Mario Paint stream is fucking awesome. I object. Dude, I forgot I was in the Nintendo Switch playtest program. Is it still illegal to talk about that? Are you still not allowed to talk about the Nintendo Switch Online playtest program? That playtest was fucking boring. I didn't like it. Alright, so if Nintendo wants to strike me down, they better fucking do it now. Also, hi Faye. I'm sorry that your arms hurt. Due to all the groceries. But I hope you're able to chill tonight. Deltarune is you. No. We're not doing this right now, Faye. We're not doing that. Like, you cannot be holding the same grudge for like a month. We're done discussing this. I forgot about this partner direct. It did show Pac-Man. It showed Final Fantasy Tactics. You had Persona. I don't really care about Persona. I don't care about Madden. Dude, what do you want me to say about Madden? Oh yeah, Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2. That I was happy about. I have Kiwami 1 and 2 on Switch too. I've only played through Kiwami 1. I still need to play through Kiwami 2. But I wanted to take a break. Little Yakuza break. Yeah, nothing too exciting. I mean, Pac-Man World 2 is cool. We will get to that in a bit. The one stream I did of Jamboree TV, you can see my Animal plush. I still have that on my desk. And I still have my Testament plush on my desk. I haven't moved those. Here's a little bit of My Animal ASMR. Oh yeah, I did Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Dude, is it weird that some of these streams in the middle, I feel like I remember less than the ones that happened earlier in the year? That's kind of crazy. Battle for Bikini Bottom, pretty fun. Pretty fun. I ended up accidentally 100%ing the game by not even 100%ing it. I don't know how I managed to do that. You know, Scholars, they're still trying to figure that one out. Off I did. Off I did. I think that was another case of me having to tell people not to backseat a lot. That's what I remember from Off, is having to tell people not to backseat. Oh well. Oh well. Dude, the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Soul Link, that was fucking amazing, dude. The Scarlet and Violet Soul Link, one of my favorite things I've done. I have to shout out Joan for that. Shout out to Joan. We had a great time doing that. And it would be nice to do, like, a similar thing. Not right away. Not right away. You know, I got a bunch of other multiplayer stuff I want to do. But I would say another Soul Link is in the cards. You know, look forward to it. That's not... I'm saying that not as a definitive plan for next year, though. If you expect it for next year, I don't know what to tell you. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I mean, the Switch 2 edition is, like, really good. I wish that it didn't cost an extra $20. Because, like, I don't know, it feels like the content they added is probably worth that much. But also, they're lumping that in with also playing it at a better frame rate. And I think that's stupid. I think that, Kirby and the Forgotten Land being locked to 30 unless you buy the Switch 2 edition is dumb. But what do I know? I'm just the streamer. I'm just the streamer. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. What do you want me to say about Sonic Racing Cross Worlds? Fucking awesome video game. Fucking awesome series of streams. Even though I end up mostly streaming it during festivals, but what can you do? That's just when it's the most convenient to stream it. The Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky Randomizer. That I have a decent bit to say about. First of all, that is a contender for Stream of the Year. 100%. Explorers of Sky Randomizer could be one of the best streams of the year. I mean, just the amount of humor that was derived from, like, the fucking names of everything all being randomized into a bucket of slop. The good kind! It ruled. I really had a lot of fun doing it, you know. And the Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky story is just so good. It's just so good. I'm always happy to re-experience it. I put a decent amount of work into it, because, you know, I had to change chapter titles, I had to get a bunch of names that could be used for the dungeons, I had to do the quiz, which I didn't even finish, apparently, because it still gave me, like, the default, like, hey, you fucked up, you didn't put enough questions in, and it was like, I put in, like, 50 questions, dude. What do you mean? Ah, well. It was great, though. It was great. Like, genuinely, if there's any stream of mine that you should watch from this year, I would say it's the Explorers of Sky Randomizer. I think that's the best one. Genuinely. I have to shout out my friends, too, from the motherfucking broadcast who helped me with it. Honestly, let's talk about that a little bit. Because I believe the motherfucking broadcast was actually started around when Mario Kart World was. It's kind of like an informal thing for the most part. You know, it's just kind of like me and my friends doing whatever the fuck on stream. It's not anything too serious, but I think it's been a fun addition to the stream. And it got me into doing stream highlights again, which I hadn't done for years. I had left most of that to Eve, but, you know, I finally started doing more video editing again this year because of the motherfucking broadcast, and I'm really grateful for that, you know? I missed doing video editing. And now I have an outlet for it, whenever inspiration strikes. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask is probably the most shafted stream of the year. My dumbass starting that in September and then realizing I have like a million other things that I want to stream around that same time, so I stopped doing Majora's Mask. I'm sorry to all the Zelda heads. It was not a good year for Zelda. I streamed Majora's Mask twice, and then I didn't stream Hyrule Warriors. I think I was better off not streaming Hyrule Warriors. I think I had more fun with it as a result. But it still is a case of Zelda getting completely shafted on stream. My bad. My bad. Nintendo Direct. They did announce Fire Emblem. So I was happy about that. This is when they showed off a bunch of the Mario stuff. This was a weird Direct. I thought it was fine. But I remember a lot of people being mad about it. And honestly, I think this is another pricing moment because Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 were $70 when they really shouldn't have been. Everything about Nintendo this year can be summed up as like, oh, this stuff is cool, but it cost a lot of money, though. That's the... Oh, yeah, they made a talking flower in real life. Talking flower in real life, dude. Yoshi's book. Yoshi's book. Tamagotchi living the dream. Do they still only have it for 2026? Jesus Christ. Don't tell me I have to wait until the end of the year for it. Don't... okay, it's spring. It's spring. I almost got scared. I almost got really scared. Hades 2, who give a shit. Oh yeah, you know what else pricing was, like, fucked up? Fucking the Kirby Air Riders amiibos. Why are these $50? Apparently, they're not even, like, great builds. Apparently, I've seen they got, like, folds and shit in the plastic. Like, dude, come on. The fucking tariffs, bro. But even without the tariffs, like, how much would these have cost? Like, 40? Can I open my stream on stream? No. Sorry. Dude. The ACLU needs to stop sending me text messages. I'm sorry. You guys are gonna have to go without my fundraising. You don't want to do a Tay-Zonde to close out the year? No, not really. I'm okay. I'm trying not to get distracted right now, so I can enjoy my New Year's Eve with Jen. It's a whole lot of the same thing until Sonic Forces, baby. Sonic Forces. I think this is the first time since introducing the Sonic Forces channel points reward that I actually got made to play all of Sonic Forces. And I don't regret it for a second. I don't regret it for a single second. Pac-Man World 2 Repack. That game is kinda hard. I remember having some fucking trouble with that game. I did manage to beat it all in one night, but still. It was kinda crazy. I was not expecting that level of difficulty from Pac-Man. Silent Hill F. Dude, Silent Hill F was a really fun stream. Even though it kind of was maybe one of the most fucked up games I've ever played. Like, outside of just being, like, one of the most fucked up things I've streamed, it might be one of the most fucked up games I've played. There's a part of the game where you get your, like, skin ripped off and replaced with fake parts. and you also get a fucked up demon hand. And that's some of the more mild stuff, honestly. But I had a great time streaming it. I think, like, people enjoyed it, even if it was, like, much more serious on the subject matter, which instills me with some confidence that I can stream stuff with, like, heavier subject matter and people will be receptive to it. Like, I appreciate that, you know? As much as I love streaming stupid doo-doo baby games, it's nice to know that I could play something my age, and people will be like, yeah, it's fine. That's fine, and it's good. Super Mario Galaxy. What do you want me to say about Super Mario Galaxy? It's one of the best games ever made, and I had a fun time 100%ing it, even if it was somewhat repetitive, just because you do have to do Mario Galaxy and then Luigi Galaxy. You know, that's not that fun, but, you know, it's still cool. It's still cool. I like Mario Galaxy. Pokemon Legends ZA. Man, is that like the last major playthrough of the year? No, there's a little more after that. I had a great time streaming Pokemon Legends ZA. This was the game. It wasn't Yakuza. It was Pokemon Legends ZA where I got to the end of the game and I just stopped doing side quests because I was like, this is gonna take forever if I keep doing them. Even though I'm really enjoying the game, I don't want to be playing Legends ZA for the rest of my life. And I think that was the right call overall. I think, like, you know, I adjusted to the gameplay loop doing all those early side quests, but then at a certain point, it was just gonna become a grind. But I really like Legends ZA. Again, Pokemon always makes for a fun stream, and I think it's a much better stream than Legends Arceus is, just because, like, Legends Arceus is cool, it just doesn't have the individuality of like, a traditional Pokemon. Like, battles are really important to making each Pokemon game feel like, you know, they're your own. I don't know how to describe it. It's like, Legends Arceus kind of fucked up by not having a lot of battles, so I didn't really have a need to team build much. But Legends ZA, I very much had to team build. And it ruled. We're going through this fast. We're already at Halloween. Dude, it's barely been over an hour. I'm fucking breezing through this faster than I thought I would. Halloween stream. So, the initial conceit of this was that I was going to stream all of Hello Engineer, because the previous year, I had streamed all of Hello Neighbor 2, and I thought it was gonna work out, except for the fact that Hello Engineer is one of the shittiest video games I've ever played in my life. Like, actually, I was fucking shocked at how much ass Hello Engineer sucks. It is probably the worst game I've ever played in my life. Maybe. No, I've played worse. I played, like, Superman 64 and Action 52. But it's pretty high up there, man. I mean, it's not a good game. I can't recommend Hello Engineer to anyone. Not even to, like, those sickly curious, because it's like, well, you're just gonna waste your money, because it's not that interesting. Now, High Cars? It is true. High Cars? This is like an enrapturing video game. It's obviously not very good, but it's better than Hello Engineer. I forgot about the Fanboy and Chum Chum story you're reading. Dude, my friends really brought out some great, like, creepypasta material. The Fanboy and Chum Chum, like... Which one got run over by a car? It was Chum Chum? One of them got hit by a car. That was crazy. And it, like, psychologically fucked up the other one. We played High Cars 2, we played Toon Cars Racer, and SpongeBob. I would say it was a pretty successful Halloween stream, overall. I had a lot of fun with it. You know, there wasn't a lot of development behind it. Which is, honestly, that's part of the reason why a lot of this stream has been going by fast, is that I don't really have much of a story behind a lot of this. It's just where the winds took me, you know? It's just where the winds took me. Luigi's Mansion, I thought I was gonna finish, but I was, like, a little burnt out, so I didn't. I remember, like, I don't know, I had come off of, like, a manic episode that stream, and I was just, like, deprived of energy. I couldn't do it. Maybe one day I'll go back to Luigi's Mansion, but I couldn't do it for that stream. Which stream is winning the Pomni Award? Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We'll find out soon. Once Upon a Katamari? I did not like Once Upon a Katamari. Well, no, that's not true. I was having fun with Once Upon a Katamari, but then I found out you had to collect, like, a specific item in the stages in order to progress, and I really didn't want to do that. I was already, like, kind of burnt from Luigi's Mansion, so doing another game where the progression was, like, annoying to me, like, I couldn't do it. We got a good Game Duel stream out of it, though. I had a fun time playing Game Duel for, like, an hour. SpongeBob! Dude, SpongeBob Titans of the Tide? Not a bad game at all. Not a bad game at all. I think I was, like... You know, the marketing kind of tricked me into thinking it was going to be a bigger game than it was. And I was a little disappointed by it at the time, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, you know what? It's good. It's a good game. Also, I do think Once Upon a Katamari was Paul the Alien. I'm pretty sure that's Paul the Alien in the thumbnail. I was so, like, I did not want to play Katamari anymore so much that we watched Paul the Alien. But Titans of the Tide, pretty fun. Pretty fun. Kirby Air Riders, also just, like, pretty fun. That's, like, something that, like, I'm gonna want to play a lot more next year. I can't believe I only streamed that, like, 3 times. I feel like I should have gotten more out of that. And we will. We will for sure. Can we watch Paul for New Year's? Do you actually want to watch Paul? Be honest with me. While you're, like, looking inside your heart, let's talk about probably, reasonably, the only, like, big stream of the year. The Real Standers Tournament. Now, if you don't know the context of Real Standers, first of all, it comes from an old Blunder bit where he's, like, kind of, like, drunk on a stream, and he's talking about certain bird Pokemon being real standers. And me and Sienna, like, fucking love this clip of him doing this so much that, like, during last year's Buxathon, I was like, hey, if we get this amount of money in this amount of time, we will do the Real Standers Tournament. Because I don't remember why we started talking about it on stream, but we were talking about Real Standers. So, this is a stream that had over a year of development. Maybe in some ways it had development hell, because, you know, it's not been a great year for either me or Sienna. We're both on the uptick now, but it was tough going, for sure. So, Real Standers, it really wasn't until, like, maybe, like, summer that it started to become, like, a thing we could, like, feasibly do. And even then, it was something that got delayed. It was supposed to be in October. It ended up being in November. But the stream itself, I mean, it was fucking awesome. I was a little nervous about it because it was the first, like, Pokemon Showdown tournament type thing we were doing that was, like, not in past tense. You know what I mean? Like, the Draft League streams, all of those matches had happened over the course of a week, and we were just watching the replays. This was, like, exclusively watching stuff live, which was a shake-up from what I was used to. But honestly, I think we did a good job with it. I think we got a good tournament out of it. And we kind of had, like, the perfect storm. Like, we had the perfect amount of people. We had, like, 8 people competing. We had the perfect amount of matches to make it exciting, but also not, like, too lengthy. Who was playing FF7 and delaying the tournament? That was Faye. It was not Rebirth. It was just regular Final Fantasy VII. I do think the Rufus is funny. I think the fucking MS Paint bit is, like, really fucking good. This is probably the, like, you can tell that I've been watching a lot of Big Yellow from this specific bit. Because Big Yellow is, like, always doing, like, weird Photoshop edits like this. I just did this in MS Paint, you know, I'm a real lo-fi kind of girl. Please tell me you have this file saved. Do I? I should. I have to be careful looking for this file because there's a lot of images that could incriminate me. Oh, is it in the assets folder maybe? No. Oh fuck, where did I save this? I don't know where I saved this, I'm gonna be real. I know I have the file somewhere. Think you posted it in Discord at some point? Oh wait, I do have it. Here it is. Don't worry, I found it. Dude, I love Cloud and his Cloudling. I also love how freakishly tall Rufus is. Since you can't see his feet, he looks like even more freakishly tall than he actually is. He could be like, you know, in the SpongeBob movie where the grandma is inside the monster? He could be like that. He really is like a tree trunk motherfucker. That's true also. There was a lot of weird shit in the tournament that just made it, like, way more fun to watch. Everybody really brought out, like, really creative, like, team building. And honestly, the fact that it was Decidueye that won the day, that's fucking beautiful. That's fucking beautiful. Sawzell's, like, using Decidueye and being worried that it was a gimmick, and then it ended up being the thing that won the day. That fucking rules. It also rules to me that Waffleos made finals, just because, like, Waffleos is one of my favorite players to watch in general, because they just always bring out the wacky shit. They're always bringing out some wacky shit. Honestly, maybe looking at this team, this is one of the more standard teams Waffleos has ever made. Which is fucking funny because it has Oricorio and fucking Cramorant. Cramorant is the funny pick. Cramorant is the funny pick for this team. But yeah, we had been planning this stream for a long time, and it's really nice that it happened, and it was just extremely good. And it gave us Penis Sucker one-teamer. Pretty awesome stream. You know, if that's really, aside from April Fool's, the only big stream I did this year, I would say it's a pretty fucking fire way to do one. I didn't word that properly. It's okay. It's okay. You know what? You don't have to worry about it. Super Mario Galaxy 2. Dude, Super Mario Galaxy 2 is a game that I used to not think very much of. And now I'm like, dude, it's actually one of the best games ever. I'm really glad I went through with 100%ing it on stream. I was worried. I thought it was gonna suck balls to do that. You know, I was thinking I was gonna be in some Super Mario Sunshine situation, especially with how infamous the green stars seem to be. Honestly, aside from like a few exceptions, by and large, I actually like the green stars a lot. You know, I wouldn't want to do it on every playthrough, but like, in general, the Green Star Quest is pretty fun. It's a pretty fun post-game. I don't know what to say to you. Super Mario Galaxy 2. I mean, Super Mario Galaxy 2 and Mario Galaxy 1, some of the most fun streams this year. Did I really like the rolling ball green star? No. That's one of the exceptions. I did not like that one. But getting to stream Galaxy 1 and 2 in the way I did, for one thing, it makes me feel like I didn't waste my money getting the Switch versions of those games. Especially because I technically already owned a copy of Mario Galaxy 1 on the Switch. But I felt like I got my money's worth streaming it in the way that I did. I think we had a lot of good times on the Galaxy streams. I think people really enjoyed it. Apple Man. This was just like a random sub goal. It's really funny that like I managed to stream 4.5 hours of Apple Man and we barely made any progress. We didn't even get in the cave. And we had Faye playing Final Fantasy II in the corner. Dude, what do you want me to say? It's fucking Apple, man. You know, the fucked up thing is, that's almost the last stream I had to talk about. The real last stream is Planet Zoo. What the fuck do I say about Planet Zoo? It was funny. That's about it. Oh man, I went through that really fast, actually. I guess that's what happens when, like, a lot of the stream series this year were, like, longer than my usual ones. Like, I mean, Legend of Zelda and, like, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth were, like, 9 parts. Yakuza was, like, 13. Fucking Monster Hunter had, like, 20 streams. So it's like, I don't know, I don't have as much time. I don't have as much to say about them. Which means, you know what time it is. I'm gonna send an @ in the Discord. The Morgan Awards will begin. This is a 30-minute video that I made just for you, featuring some of the best and the worst from this year. I hope you will enjoy it. I hope that this will not lead to any controversy, and if it does, I'm going to start screaming. Okay? Here we go.
It starts with
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Morgan Awards, the only award show in history that legally cannot say that they are sponsored, because this is not a sponsored stream. Twitch will get really mad at me if I say it's a sponsored stream, even if it's really funny to say it's sponsored. Like, for example, I could say this stream is sponsored by Fortnite, because everyone likes Fortnite right now. But I can't because of the rules, okay? So you're just gonna have to live with that. Anyways, we got a bunch of great categories, a bunch of great running mates, or whatever the fuck, prepared for you tonight. It's gonna be exciting. I've played a lot of games this year. I've watched a lot of movies. Way more movies than I usually do. And you know, this is a video game stream, so I feel like some of you are gonna be lost on some of the movies that I watched. Like, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is Survive Style 5+? It's a good movie for one, but that's beside the point. But we're gonna get started with the awards. The award for Best Houseplants. And the award for Best Houseplants goes to Silent Hill F. And some of you in the crowd are going to be very confused by that. I definitely heard one or two of you gasp. But you have to understand, the flowers are really pretty. I don't really care that they're associated with evil or whatever. I think they're really pretty. Well, anyways, before we get on with the next category, have you played Yoshi's Crafted World?
Can I play too? Sure.
You could jump into a new Yoshi adventure and explore a crafted world with a friend. Then play each stage backwards and discover what hides on the flip side.
Yeah! Yoshi!
Yoshi's Crafted World, available March 29th on Nintendo Switch. Rated E for everyone. Game and system sold separately. A proud sponsor of the 2019 Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards.
Wow, that was a real Yoshi explosion, everybody. Anyways, we're gonna be moving on to the media with the most dubious morals as our next award. Let's roll the footage. And the winner for the media with the most dubious morals is... It's The Incredible Mr. Limpet. I really don't like that movie. I think it's a fundamentally evil movie. I don't know. Making, like, a World War II fanfiction where the main character is a fish that helps the Allies, and that's how the Allies win World War II. It's so... I feel like an insane person even describing it to you. Some of you probably saw the footage roll, and you were like, what the fuck is The Incredible Mr. Limpet? Do you understand? Do you fucking understand? And since this is a Game Awards type show, it is important to note that the Incredible Mr. Limpet has just won another award. That's right. We're not even rolling footage for this one. For the award for most time grimacing, it was between The Incredible Mr. Limpet, Yoshi's Story, and B-Movie. It's The Incredible Mr. Limpet again. I don't like that movie. Like, Honestly, I feel like it's unfair. Because, like, yeah, I don't like Yoshi's story, but it's just kind of mid. And I don't like B-Movie, but that movie's also just kind of mid. The Incredible Mr. Limpet pisses me off, dude. I don't like that movie. Well, anyways, it's time for our next category of the night, which I think is a category that many will appreciate. You can hear the puppies appreciate it. They love it. They love it. It's spiritually largest. Roll the footage. And the winner for the spiritually largest game / movie of the year. It's Donkey Kong Bonanza, dude. Like, it may not have the scale or the scope of either Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or Survive Style 5 Plus, but you play as a really big guy. And you might say, Morgan, that's not very spiritual of you to say. And to that, all I have to say is, make your own damn award show. Make your own damn award show. You play as a big-ass ape, dude. He's so fucking big. Alright? It is like the spiritually largest that I've ever felt. Now, don't take that too seriously. Now, for our next award. An award that has garnered some controversy on previous streams. It's the I'm Not Touching Yuri, Most Yuri-ful Media That Isn't Yuri Award. And the winner of the Most Yuri-ful Media That Isn't Yuri, it's Deltarune. We had a whole argument about Deltarune, if it was considered Yuri or not. I am personally in the camp of thinking it's not Yuri, which is why it's even allowed in this award. But I think the fact that it has any sort of controversy associated with it in terms of this award means that it has to win. It has to win. Alright? I'm sorry, there were some strong contenders, like Bocchi the Rock and like City the Animation are like, you know, they got some gay shit in there. And it's like, it's all subtext, but you know, we make do. We make do. But it has to be Deltarune. It has to be Deltarune. I mean, technically speaking, it's the only one that's like a real Yuri. It's like there's an explicit FXF couple in it. So I feel like it has to win. But we're moving on to the Worst Dad Award. Here are the nominees. And the winner for the Worst Dad Award is There Will Be Blood. Now, I could see this being a little controversial. I think Silent Hill F has like a strong case, and I think some idiots will say it has to be Deltarune. Listen, I put that on there because I was forced to. I had no choice. I had to put Asgore as one of the worst dads. And it is, you know, it's an ACAB moment. I understand that I'm morally obligated to put him on there. but I honestly think he's the best out of the 4 dads displayed. But yeah, it's There Will Be Blood. There Will Be Blood. If you haven't seen that movie, it's a really good movie. If you like movies about assholes, at least, it's a really good movie. But, real quick, we're going to take a break because we have another fake sponsorship to run. I'm legally not allowed to call it a real sponsorship, but we have a word from Scott.
Hello everyone, I'm Scott, president of Domino's Pizza. Have you heard of Hatsune Miku? Today I'd like to announce a new collaborative project featuring Hatsune Miku. Domino's app featuring Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku exists in a software called Vocaloid. Vocaloid enables you to produce songs. A character named Hatsune Miku sings the songs you create. A great feature is you can create songs as you like. I knew our talented Domino's Pizza crew could work together and create great Vocaloid songs. Bokoropi, Eshi, Chokyoshi, Furitsukeshi. Everyone! Amazing Vocaloid songs have been created with the fantastic imagination of the crews from all over Japan. The challenge was successfully carried out, and this new collaborative app was produced. Based on Miku's image, the Domino's app changes its appearance. A lot of music and illustrations produced by Domino's crew are here. From the menu to the order, it looks very cute, just like Miku. Once your pizza's delivered, have some fun with Miku. It comes with a social camera function and you can take various poses, pictures of Miku. Very cool. And last but not least, the live performance. Start the pizza stage live and point the camera towards the pizza box, and the pizza box will turn into a live dancing venue. A live performance of Love for Night, produced by Domino's crew. Here we go! Let's enjoy the rest of the performance with the app.
Alright, wasn't that great? Wasn't it great that we got to learn about Domino's Pizza and Hatsune Miku? That was really cool. I'm really happy about that. Anyways, it's time for the Most Pleasantly Scented award. I hope you enjoy the scents. I have a feeling I'm gonna catch a lot of heat for Monster Hunter Wilds being on that list. I don't know, man. Listen, you see the food in that game, and it looks so damn good. It's literally like, why the fuck does Studio Ghibli food look so damn good? Unfortunately, though, it did not win. The Most Pleasantly Scented game, in my estimation, it's Yoshi's Story. Cause that shit, like, I don't even like Yoshi's Story. That game looks like candy. That looks like you would take a whiff of it, and it would smell like a gummy worm. Like, Fantasy Life I, you know, there's some, not like farm work involved, but there's a lot of manual labor. You're gonna get a little sweaty, you're gonna get a little gross smelling. And Tamagotchi Life is like, honestly, I think it gets disqualified for cheating. That's literally just real food. That's literally just real food in the game. I don't think that's fair. But we're gonna move on to the next category. The most easily slam dunked. Please, take a look. The winner is Undertale. It literally has a part where Sans tells you to get dunked on. I'm sorry if you were holding out for an Apple Man or Monkey Ball win. It's fucking Undertale, dude. This also means that so far, both Undertale and Deltarune have won an award, which is more than they've ever won at the Game Awards. And that means I will win the people. But, yeah, Undertale wins. Undertale wins. And if you want to get specific, Frisk from Undertale wins, because they're the one who got dunked on. We're getting close to the end. We only have... I'm keeping that in. We're getting close to the end. Next up on the list, we have the funkiest. Please take a look. Oh, this is so hard for me. This is genuinely the hardest one. But I'm gonna go with my heart and say Mario Kart World. I'm sorry to Weird Al. I do like your music. But I think there might be more songs in Mario Kart World than there are in Weird Al's discography. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You know, maybe I'll have to come back to this next year and issue an apology to a Mr. Weird Al, but Mario Kart World's OST is so fucking good. I feel like it has to win. Honestly, Shredder's Revenge, I feel a little bad, because that's like funky in a different way, but it's Mario Kart World. It's Mario Kart World. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If that's upsetting to you, if you want to give it to Weird Al, you know, consider it Weird Al's, but this is just what I think the reality of the situation is, which is that Mario Kart World is the best, funkiest game / media that I consumed this year. God, I fucking hate saying consume. But you know what I don't hate? This new advertisement.
Scott, I want you to do something.
Not doing that again. I burned.
We both enjoyed that. Now I want you to introduce my greatest creation, the new Toasty Torpedo.
The new Toasty Torpedo?
Yes, Scott. You make one.
Me?
Put it in me, Scott. It's over a foot of Quiznos flavor on Slim Sleek Ciabatta for only $4. Say it, Scott.
Only $4?
Say it sexy.
Only $4?
Sexier.
Only $4.
Quiznos. Toasty.
Wow, that really whet my appetite for these next few awards. We're getting close to the end. Next up, we have the most likely to become lost media. Please take a look. And the winner, the most likely to become lost media, is Apple Man. I mean, it's kind of obvious, right? X-Men is like, for context, I specifically watched like an unfinished build of that movie. That's been getting spread around the internet for years. I don't think that one's gonna become lost media anytime soon, even though it is, like, not a good movie. I don't think people would be that upset if it disappeared, but I also think, like, the tapes have already been distributed. It's too late. And War of the Worlds 2015 is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And that kind of makes me think that it would be missed if it became lost media. There's no way people would let that disappear. Apple Man, though? That shit is just, like, on Steam. I don't know. A game could theoretically get delisted from Steam, and because of Steam's inbuilt DRM, we may never have access to it again. Appleman is such a small game, I don't even know if people have pirated it. Okay? If we woke up tomorrow and Appleman never existed, like, people would be like, oh shit. But there's nothing we could do about it. Anyways, the next category is most similar to I Am Mean. It's RZ. I didn't even put anything else in the category because most similar to I Am Mean, it's RZ. I played RZ this year, it's the most similar. Let's be fucking realistic here. I'm not gonna go on like a whole ramble like, oh, well, City, the animation has some weird animated parts in it. No. It's literally a game based on CDI. It's RZ. It's RZ. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You wanted me to roll fucking footage for that? Be fucking mature. Be fucking for real. Now, it is time for maybe one of the harder categories. The Class Clown. Please, take a look. And the winner of the Class Clown Award is Office Space. Yeah, that was the movie I thought was the funniest out of these. I considered City the animation, but I'm gonna be honest, like, City is funny. But it's like, it's a sensible chuckle show. Office Space is just like actually really funny to me. And SpongeBob is like, listen, I like you, SpongeBob, but you ain't got the punchy humor you used to, and that's just a matter of fact, even though I like your game. Even though I like your game. Anyways, the next category is Best Edible Merchandise. I couldn't come up with anything for this, so we're just gonna say Kirby Air Riders. I hope that's okay with everyone. I know that some people really want Kirby Air Riders to win an award anyways, no matter how arbitrary that award is. So let's pretend that there's like real Kirby Air Riders gummies out there that you can eat and you will enjoy and you'll be satisfied. And you're satisfied with this result. Okay? But for the next category, our semi-final category, the most mid of the year. Please take a look. You know, some people are probably going to give me flack for putting Moneyball on there. I didn't really like Moneyball. I'm sorry. I know that's like, you know, that makes me like an average plebeian, but I'm willing to live with that. I don't think it's that good of a movie. It's like fine. I wasn't bored watching it, but I wasn't like, oh my god, this is one of the craziest movies I've ever seen. And I like movies about assholes, but I didn't really feel like I got a lot out of Moneyball. Anyways, the most mid is Sonic Unleashed. Fuck Sonic Unleashed, man. I don't give a fuck. If you're really mad that Sonic Unleashed won most mid, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't think you've played that game in like 10 years. Either that, or you think it's like the greatest Sonic game ever, and every Sonic game that's come after it has been ass, which is not true. It's not true. But whatever. Anyways, it is time for Game of the Year. Please take a look. Sorry, it's mostly oops all Nintendo games except Silent Hill F. My apologies. You know, it's been a weird year in a lot of ways. It hasn't been the best year for me personally, but, you know, I've been on the up and up recently, and I'm really glad to still be doing streaming in the way that I do. You know, I've been doing this since 2019, fairly consistently, and I feel like these past couple years I've gotten really good with the consistency, and that's the kind of stability I need in my life. And I'm really happy to have this platform. I'm really happy for all the viewers and all the friends I've made doing this shit. I appreciate it. Now, we're gonna go one by one with all of these. Mario Kart World is not Game of the Year. Mario Kart World is not Game of the Year. I like Mario Kart a lot. I mean, I like Mario Kart World. I put a lot of time into it, but unfortunately, it falls short in a few ways that I just, like, I don't know, I can't get down with it as much as I could with Wii or 8 Deluxe. I think it's a great game with a lot of potential. I think the parkour system alone is, like, if they do not bring that back in the next Mario Kart game, they're fucking stupid. They're fucking dumb is what they are. Pokemon Legends EA does not win the award either. I like Pokemon Legends a lot. It's a great game. I think it's a good new interpretation of Pokemon. The combat is really cool. And I think the story is, like, fine. I don't think it's anything amazing, but it's, like, fine. But, you know, I saw some people get way more attached to the game than I did, and for them, I apologize. It couldn't have been Game of the Year. And that goes for Donkey Kong Bonanza as well. A game that I really liked. I think if you asked me earlier in the year, it would have been Donkey Kong Bonanza, because that is a fucking remarkable game. It is genuinely one of the first games I've played in a long time where I felt like I was playing something that couldn't have been done in, like, a previous, like, generation. I genuinely, like, played Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I was like, this is it. This is the technology that validates a fucking Nintendo Switch 2. They could not have done this shit anywhere else. At least not on the Nintendo side. They could have done it on PS5 or Xbox. So that leaves 2 games. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds and Silent Hill F. It is not Silent Hill F. I really like that game. It's one of the more, like, visceral games I've ever streamed. But I genuinely think Silent Hill F is a remarkable game. I don't know how it stacks up to the other Silent Hills, but if they're anywhere near as good, I gotta play these fucking games, dude. Silent Hill F is a game that stuck with me. And by the way, Kingdom Hearts just finished downloading in time to tell you that the Game of the Year winner is Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Yeah, you probably saw this coming. Most of you probably saw this coming. I've sung the praises of this game over and over. I think the track design is great. I think the roster is really good. Even keeping in mind that I don't usually love crossover stuff, they've managed to do multiple crossovers that I give a shit about. Like, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds really is remarkable. It's like the first kart racing game that I've fallen in love with since Mario Kart 8 came out in 2014. I like it more than any of the other Sonic racing games by a lot. I think Sonic Riders is, like, cool. I think it's a little hard to get into, but I think Sonic Riders is cool. And I think Sonic and All-Star Racing Transformed is cool as well, but it's no Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. That game is just so good. I think Sega really put their all into that game. And I'm proud to call it my game of the year. Well, everybody, thank you for joining me for the Morgan Awards. Thank you for joining me for 2025. It's been a wild year. Again, it hasn't been the best year for me, but, you know, again, I've been on the up and up recently. I've been starting to appreciate the things I have more, the friends I've made, and appreciate you, the viewer. Some of you might be my friends already, and some of you might just have a parasocial relationship with me that's mostly healthy because I don't tolerate weird shit like that. So, we're cool. We're cool. Thank you for joining me for 2025. I'm sure I'll have some things to say after this video is over, but that's for future Morgan to decide and not for me to decide. So, yeah. Goodbye. Hi, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed the Morgan Awards. I had a fun time putting it together. It was fun to video edit something like that again. Haven't really done it in a while. Dude, that's B-Drill coming. That's B-Drill coming. Oh my god. Love awards. Awards are fun. It was fun to put that together. I definitely think, like, next year we'll put together another, like, Morgan Awards. If I remember. Who knows? It'll be 11 months from now. For real, thank you all for watching my stream in 2025. I feel like this is the year that I've, like... I put it well in that speech. This is a year I've done very good with my consistency. Streaming has been a source of stability in my life in a year where I myself have not felt the most stable. Like, I think 2025 was rough for a lot of us, and I'm one of us. It was a tough year for me. Personally, mentally, emotionally, etc., etc. And I think, like, you know, this month, I got a change in my meds, and so far, I think that has been working out really well for me. Like, since that has happened, I have not had, like, a really bad day. I've had days where I get, like, a little frustrated and, like, kinda over what I'm doing, but for the most part, I don't have that, like, crash. I don't have that moment where I'm like, I'm fucking miserable, everything sucks, fuck life, everything is fucked, everybody sucks. I haven't had a day like that in probably a month at this point, and I'm really glad about that because, again, man, was this year tough. And, you know, I'm behind where I want to be in life in some respects, but I'm learning to be okay with that. I'm learning to be kinder to myself through that. You know? If you also had a crappy 2025, I hope that next year is better for the both of us. And I think it will be, you know? Bad times don't last forever. Otherwise, they'd just be times. Let's talk about, real quick, some stuff I plan to do in 2026. First of all, obviously, the poll playthroughs. Let me pull that up. You know, Kingdom Hearts will happen at some point. Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time will happen. Final Fantasy IX will happen. Anything else from that poll will kind of just happen at random. Which means Pokemon Auras will be after those three. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts is planned for early next year. It'll be sometime after the first planned playthrough, which is Resident Evil Village. I really want to play through all of Resident Evil Village. I played a little bit of it like 3 years ago, but I never got very far in it. So I want to make it my mission before Resident Evil 9 comes out. I want to beat Resident Evil 8. So that's like one of the earlier playthroughs I'll do. And then I want to do Kingdom Hearts after that. Multiplayer stuff. We're gonna do Mario Party Superstars. That's the first major, like, multiplayer thing I want to do. I also want to do Monster Hunter Rise. You know, this year was, like, a lot of time was dedicated to Monster Hunter Wilds. So fuck it. Let's keep the train going. Next year, we're gonna be playing through Monster Hunter Rise. And, you know, we'll have the usual suspects, you know. You could definitely expect Joan, Tony, Bass, and probably even more people who didn't get invested in Wilds, but really liked Rise. On the side of, like, games I know that are coming out next year, I mean, RE9 is the big one. I will definitely be doing Resident Evil 9. Tamagotchi Life is also a big one. And other than that, like, I don't know. I don't really know what games are coming out next year. At least in terms of stuff I want to stream, because I know Animal Crossing drops next month, but I don't really want to stream Animal Crossing. Same with Pokopia. I want to play Pokopia, but I don't really want to stream it. So we'll see. We'll see. You know, it's wherever the winds take me. And yeah, we will be doing another April Fool's stream, another Halloween stream. MFL 3, the third draft league. Maybe a little early to talk about it. You know, it probably still won't be formally announced for another few months. But the next motherfucker league will be the Shitmons draft. We will be using all of the crappiest Pokemon in the game. None of the good ones. So if you're expecting to see some motherfucker like Pelipper or like Iron Bundle or like Salamence or whatever, none of those bitches are allowed. Fuck out of here. We're using fuck-ass guys. We're talking Butterfree. We're talking Venomoth. We're talking fucking Cramorant, dude. We're talking about some real shitters. We're talking about poop coming out of a butt, dude. So I hope you will look forward to that. Yeah. Those are the major streams that I know are gonna happen off the top of my head. You know, I'll always be talking about my plans on stream, so don't be too surprised when I figure out what I want to do more. But, I mean, next month, it's going to be Mario Party, it's going to be Resident Evil, probably Kingdom Hearts towards the end of the month. And we'll go from there. Thank you all for joining me in 2025. I hope that 2026 is a much better year for all of us. I hope it's a much better year for the world. I hope that bad things start happening to really powerful people. That would hit the spot. But I'll be back tomorrow. We will be streaming Mario Party tomorrow. So you can look forward to that. Yeah. That's gonna be it for tonight's stream. I want to thank you all for coming. Hope you have a good night and take care. Is there anybody live right now for New Year's? No one that I see. Let's raid Super Mario Smoking Weed the movie. But yeah, I'll see you all next year. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing Mario Party with friends, and maybe something else afterwards. We'll see. We'll see. Once again, thank you all for joining me in 2025. I really consider myself very blessed to be doing this as long as I have, and as consistently as I have. Because, you know, you do see a lot more people retiring these days from making YouTube videos. But I haven't stopped. I've been making YouTube videos and doing streams since 2012. I'll never stop. Unless something really bad happens to me, I will never stop. You know, that would be really funny if I decide to quit next year. If I decide to quit next year, that's going to be really funny. Anyways, take care, everybody. Thank you all for joining me in 2025. Let's make 2026 the year of Morgan. Let's get it, gang. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.
There, don't smile because it happened. Cry because it's over!